Okay, so hey guys, and welcome back to another predictions video. In today's video, I'm going to be predicting the Thorslund versus Lopez fight. If you are new around here though and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do need like the video, and let's get straight into it. So, going into this fight, Thorslund is 18-0 with 7 KOs, and Lopez is 21-1 with 1 KO. This fight is for the WBO World Bantamweight title. Thorslund's last fight was a win via unanimous decision versus Carreno, and Lopez's last fight was a loss via decision versus DeMarco, which was a bit of a shame. I mean, it was down to a head clash as to why, but then they went to the points and she was losing that fight anyway, and so that's why that ended. But now Lopez has decided to move up 2 weight divisions actually into this weight division for this fight. I don't know if that's down to the fact of the opportunity arose and she wanted a tough test, or if she just felt like she wasn't good enough down at flyweight anymore, but now it's happening and she's here for this fight. This fight is in Thorslund's home country of Denmark, so of course that kind of, well, there's positives and negatives to that, and I mean you have to say, I mean I know Thorslund's fought in her own country a few times before now, so she's going to be used to it now. It might be a lot of times, I don't know, but I've seen some fights of where she's at her home country and she gets a lot of support. Thorslund possesses power. She'll constantly come forward and she'll pick her punches well when finding available gaps. She's good at that. She'll find the gap. She's accurate and she's a very attacking fighter. Constantly, like I said, constantly coming forward. And yeah, she does possess that power. I don't think it was her last fight, but the fight before, she was very dominant and she got her opponent out there very easily. And it's that power and that picking of the punches. As to, I mean, she's not overly technical, but it's the way that she can use that power. It's impressive. She also puts it all into her punches. Like every punch, she'll throw a lot of, and I mean at times it means she's overcommitting, but most of the time it means if that hits, then that's gonna be hurting. And it's mainly them big hooks. What kind of help Thorslund, and they're their toughest weapon. Thorslund will like to stand and trade at points, so is able for countering at points. I mean, she does have pretty good head movement when she wants to, but there is times where she will just stand and bang, which I mean is an impressive and I mean entertaining thing to watch, but it does mean at times she is open for that kind of swinging hook or whatever to come across her and hit her. Lopez though is a short fighter, and so much shorter than everybody in the bantamweight division. I mean, she was short at flyweight, so 5'1" I believe, and so every other people in the bantamweight division will be taller than her. Lopez does like to use a jab though, which is kind of counteracting the shortness, but she does it quite well and she does set up her shots using that jab. And I mean, she will invite pressure, but she will then counteract that, and she is a bit of a counterpuncher herself. She will look for the big right hooks. I mean, she's not overly powerful, but it's them right hooks, if they keep landing over and over again on the chin, then it will hurt. And when she does attack, she'll come in flurries, and so she'll come hit 1 or 2 and then she'll go back to a jab and keep it kind of technical like that. So I'd argue that she's a bit more technical than Thorslund is, but she does stand straight on at points. So does Thorslund. That kind of side of things isn't great, which means that because it means she'll be off balance if she gets caught, or she'll not be able to land as easily, or it's just not a thing you really want to see too much. Thorslund will have to assert dominance early and not allow Lopez time, because when Lopez kind of gets her range going, and I know that's not really something you can say when it's a 5'1" fighter, but when she does get her range going, she'll be probably the more dominant fighter out of the two. But Thorslund is quite an attacking fighter, and like I said, she'll want to come forward. So if she can keep that dominance and assert that dominance early, then it'll be a tough night for Lopez, and I think that's why the kind of styles counteract each other. And that's why Thorslund is the favourite. Also the fact of this is her weight division and she's the world champion in it already. And I think that Thorslund will win via TKO in round 4. I think the longer the fight goes on, if it goes to the championship rounds, I think Lopez can keep racking up the rounds and maybe be able to get a win. But I think Thorslund, that power will be able to get Lopez out of there. And like I said, she's moving up in the weight division, so she hasn't really faced somebody with that much power, and so I don't think Lopez's weapons she's got are good enough to be able to stop Thorslund either. So I think Thorslund will be an early round 4 TKO. And then, I mean, I'd like to see her carry on going for the belts in her next fight. I mean, she can either go for like bridges. I don't know if she'll go for that, because it'll be, first of all, a very tough test, and second of all, it probably won't be in her home country, which I think she probably want. Luna's another option. She's another world title holder, so I mean, either of them fights could happen, and I'd really want to see either of them fights happen, especially the Bridges one. I didn't mention Nina Hughes, even though she's in that weight division, because I don't think she's at the point ready to fight somebody like Thorslund yet. But I mean, maybe we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Hope you did enjoy. Like the video if you did, like this, subscribe if you're new, and thanks for watching.